Good morning, team. It is Thursday, April 16th, 2020. This is Miss E coming at you with our 8th grade science lesson of the day. Today we are in our third day of our ecosystem project. Once again, if you have not completed your Hello Morning survey, please stop and take care of that now. This is really important for us to do every day, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds to go ahead and get that survey done. Great. Now we're going to jump into our science and COVID-19 facts of the day. So it's really interesting because scientists have noticed that air pollution has dropped drastically in the Northeast, and they're wondering if the coronavirus stay-at-home orders are responsible. So if you want to read the entire article, you can click on this link in the slides. I picked out some of the quotes that I thought were really important from the article I want to talk about with you now. So, one of them says air pollution has dropped by 30% in the big cities of the Northeast over the past few weeks as the coronavirus pandemic worsened and people stayed home, according to NASA satellite data. Another quote says, nitrogen dioxide, which is primarily emitted from burning fossil fuels for transportation and electricity generation, can be used as an indicator of changes in human activity, according to NASA. With people staying home and not driving their cars, air pollution has declined in a big way. Other major cities that saw recent major drops in NO2 levels included Cleveland, Detroit, Buffalo, New York, and Pittsburgh, according to AccuWeather. NASA also said in its report that further analysis is needed to determine the true amount that nitrogen dioxide levels have changed and whether it is associated with changes in pollutant emissions or is just a natural variation in weather. We all have this hunch about how air pollution has changed. The longer this goes on, the more we will see, NASA air pollution specialist Ryan Stauffer told the Washington Post last week. So, scientists are definitely noticing a change in the amount of air pollution, but they're not exactly sure if it's related to the COVID-19 stay at home orders or not. So, here's another quote from the article. Stanford University's Marshall Burke also noted in March that the reductions in air pollution in China caused by this economic disruption likely saved 20 times more lives in China than have currently been lost due to infection with the virus in that country. So, along those same lines, some scientists are pushing it even further in saying that environmental impact is actually saving more lives than the virus is taking right now. So I want to know, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like that is a positive thing, or do you think that that is a negative thing? How do you feel about the fact that some scientists have said that the reductions in air pollution are actually saving more lives in the long run than they've lost due to the coronavirus? Obviously, we know that the coronavirus is not a good thing, but can we learn some lessons about environmental impact from this? So I want you to go to this comment in Google Classroom and I want you to let me know, how do you feel about this quote? So go ahead and do that now, team. Great. For our science lesson today, we are in our third day of the Ecosystem Partner Project. Yesterday, we worked on our Ecosystem Partner Project on competition and predator-prey relationships in your national parks. So I want to give a couple shout outs here. Pedro Palacios and Daniel Luna, on their slide for competition, they said the lions and the spotted hyenas both compete for the zebra. The zebra is their main source of food, and they both have to compete and kill for it. So what I liked is that they actually had a picture here of the hyena and the lion with the zebra, and a picture of the zebra here. So you can actually see that they are competing for that food source. Also, shout out to Jonathan. Here's his slide from the predator prey relationship. A prey and predator relationship is between a copperhead snake and a barred owl. This is because in the food chain, the copperhead snake eats a mouse, and then a barred owl goes for the copperhead snake to get its own energy. So great job to Jonathan on that. Today, we are going to continue researching the ecosystem of a national park and create a presentation to display one event or issue experienced in the ecosystem due to human involvement. So, we're going to watch this quick video that talks about impact on the globe. Oops. Sorry, team. Hold on one moment.
Fun fact, planet Earth is 4.5 billion years old. Mankind, about 140,000 years old. Let me put that in perspective. If you condense the Earth's lifespan into 24 hours, that's one full day, then we have been here on this planet for, drum roll please, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And look what we've done. We have modestly named ourselves Homo sapiens, meaning wise man. But is man really so wise? Smart, yes, and it's good to be smart, but not too smart for your own good. Yes, we have split the atom. Yes, we build clever machines that navigate the universe in search of new homes, but at the same time, those atoms we split created nuclear warfare. In our quest to explore the galaxy, rejects and neglects the home that we have here now, so no, that cannot be wisdom. Wisdom is different. While intelligence speaks, wisdom listens, and we willingly covered our ears to Mother Nature's screams and closed our eyes to all of her help-wanted signs. Wisdom knows that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, so if we were wise, we would not be shocked when we see storms that are stronger than ever before, or more drought, hurricanes, and wildfire than ever before, because there's more pollution than ever before, more carbon, more trees cut down than ever before. At a record pace, we have increased the extinction of animals by 1,000 times the normal rate. What a feat. In the next 10 to 100 years, every beloved animal character in every children's book is predicted to go extinct. Lions gone, rhinos gone, tiger, gorilla, elephant, polar bear gone. In 3 seconds. Species that have been here longer than us will be gone because of us. In this 3 seconds. In an existence shorter than a Vine video, we turn the circle of life into our own personal conveyor belt. Somebody, anybody help. We were given so much. The only planet in this solar system with life. I mean, we are 1 in a million. No, actually, scientifically, we are 1 in a billion, trillion. That's a 1 followed by 33 zeros. And I don't want to get too spiritual, but how are we not a miracle? We are perfectly positioned to the sun so we don't burn, but not too distant so we don't turn to ice. Goldilocks said it best. We are just right. This paradise where we are given medicine from trees, not coincidentally, but because like the song says, we are family. Literally, everything, every species is connected genetically from the sunflower to the sunfish. And this is what we must recognize before it's too late, because the real crisis is not global warming, environmental destruction, or animal agriculture. It is us. These problems are symptoms of us, byproducts of us. Our inner reflection, loss of connection has created this misdirection. We have forgotten that everything contributes to the perfection of Mother Nature. Corporations keep us unaware and disconnected, but they have underestimated our strength. Contrary to popular belief, millions are waking up out of their sleep, seeing our home being taken right up under our feet. We cannot allow our history to be written by the wicked, greedy, and loony. It is our duty to protect Mother Nature from those who refuse to see her beauty. Call me crazy, but I believe we should have the right to eat food that's safe, with ingredients we can pronounce, drink water that is clean, marvel at trees, breathe air free of toxins. These are natural rights, not things that can be bargained for in Congress. See, they want you to feel powerless, but it has been said that something as small as the flutter of a butterfly's wing can cause a typhoon halfway around the world. But when enough people come together, we too will make waves and wash the world into a new era filled with love and connection, freedom for all without oppression. But it is up to you, yes, you watching this behind this screen, to make the effort, because time is of the essence, and only together can we make it to the 4th second.
So I want you to pause for a second. That was a really like powerful message that he sent. And I want you to think about what's the main idea of this video. What do you think the main idea of his message is? So when I watched this video for the first time, the first things that I thought about are, wow, like humans have made a really huge impact on the earth and we've only been here for a short period of time. Okay, so that's actually what we're going to talk about today. So one of the impacts that we've had is deforestation. So deforestation is the permanent removal of trees to make room for something besides forest. This can include clearing the land for agriculture or grazing, or using the timber for fuel, construction, or manufacturing. Forests are vital to ecosystems. Not only do they provide habitats for animals, but they also provide oxygen, regulate oxygen and carbon dioxide balance in the atmosphere, regulate global temperature, and prevent erosion. Now, I also want to tell you that these are very basic descriptions of these impacts, and this is not a complete list of all of the impacts, okay? This is just a brief description, so you can look for some of these in your ecosystems today. Impact number 2, pollution. Humans participate in many activities which release dangerous toxins into the air, soil, and water. Pollution refers to harmful emissions being in airways, soil, and water. Not only does this have direct, devastating effects on wildlife, it also contributes to global warming and other health issues related to air pollution. Impact number 3, invasive species and genetic modification. So, as humans travel from one part of the globe to another, we actually bring organisms from their home to other parts of the world. Sometimes these populations can disrupt the natural balance in the biome and take over a resource. In addition, genetic modification of plants and animals has tremendous impacts on native species. So here, this is actually a list of the top 10 invasive species in Texas. So if you see here the zebra mussels, remember that we actually read an article about the zebra mussels. And um, earlier last year, there was actually a problem in Austin because of zebra mussels that were in like the waterway system. So these are species that get carried from their home to another, and they kind of take over the resources in that ecosystem. Impact number 4 is overpopulation. So, for years, scientists have speculated how the Earth is actually going to support the population growth of humans. Due to technological advances, humans are living longer lives, and that, combined with new births, has a strong impact on the Earth's ecosystems. So, let's go through an example. I'm going to pop over to my example that I did here on the Channel Islands. So here are my previous slides. Today I'm going to talk about the human factors. So what I learned is that there was a tragic oil spill in 1969 that really impacted the Channel Islands National Park. So what I did was I put that information on my slide. It says human behaviors can have tragic impacts on the environment. In 1969, an offshore oil platform experienced a blowout, spilling 200,000 gallons of crude oil into the Channel Islands National Park over 11 days. The spill created an 800 square mile slick that impacted the entire ecosystem, killing thousands of marine animals and seabirds. So I posted a couple pictures here of animals, organisms that have experienced um, oil spill. So today, when I say go, you're going to open your ecosystem partner project template that you've been working on with your partner. If you did not complete the slides from yesterday, the competition and predator prey, start there. Then you're going to complete the human impact slide with descriptions and images. Remember, don't turn it in. Tomorrow we're actually going to create presentations. If you have any questions, here's my email address and my phone number. You can always reach out as usual. I'm super excited to see your work today, team. Go.